Hello everybody, it is other conservative coin collector. Welcome back to the channel. I've covered the 1955 double die obverse on a couple of videos, but I really never went in depth. Today, I'm going to go in depth on America's most famous coin mistake. Among all US coins, few have achieved the fame and intrigue of the 1955 double die obverse Lincoln cent. It's more than a mint error. It's a perfect storm of mechanical mishap, market monumentum, and it's a collecting legend. What is the 1955 DDO? It's a classic example of Class 1 hub doubling. It caused by a misalignment between two separate impressions from the working hub during die production, which resulted in the obvious doubling on the date in the inscriptions Liberty and in the motto In God We Trust, apparent even to the naked eye, because some doubling can be so subtle you need a microscope to see it, but this one is extremely obvious. This is not machine doubling or die deterioration. It's a genuine hub doubling, and that's what gives this coin its fame and premium. The reverse, by contrast, appears normal, though it shows a roughly 5% die misalignment in the diagnostic vertical polishing lines of the T and 1 cent. How did this error happen? In 1955, the mint used a manual process to produce dies. Each working die was impressed multiple times with a hub to transfer design. If the die rotated slightly between the hubbings, it created what's known as the rotated hub doubling. That's precisely what happened here. Instead of scrapping the flawed die, the mint workers accidentally installed it on a coining press. Approximately 40,000 error coins were struck. Before the mistake was caught, about 24,000 entered circulation. The rest still in a press operator's bin. They were discovered and destroyed. According to PCGS, most of these 1955 double die cents were distributed in the Northeast, particularly in cities like Boston and Pittsfield. And those were in Massachusetts, and Endicott, Johnson City, and Binghamton, New York. A particularly curious chapter of the coin story comes from the coins era cigarette vending machines. At the time, cigarettes cost 23 cents, but the machine only accepted quarters. To compensate, distributors placed 2 cents in each of the cigarettes' packaging. It was tucked into the cellophane. Many 1955 DDOs entered circulation in this particular way, and they earned the name the cigarette cent. The coin's rise wasn't accidental. It was driven by the savvy auctions of early dealers, especially James F. Rudy and Q. David Bowers. Rudy sparked attention by placing an ad in the Johnson City, New York, offering 25 cents per coin. That's 25 times face value. The offer created sensation, and he was soon flooded with submissions. Enter Bowers, who also saw the market potential and launched the Endwell Union Company, Inc., a shell corporation designed to buy and resell the 1955 double dies. Their efforts helped transform a curious mistake into one of the most sought-after coins in American history. Because of its fame, the 1955 DDO has been heavily counterfeited, and you can tell the real from the fake and here's how to do so. Obvious doubling on the obverse, descriptions and date are clean, bold, and widely separated. Reverse misalignment is about 5%, and the vertical polishing on the lines left with the T and 1 cent is all out of whack. And you need to watch out for poor man's double dies. Coins with ward dies of a sheet doubling that look the real thing, they are not the real thing. I've talked about the coin, and there's a lot of hype for the coin, and I said it's at a premium. Now, what exactly is the premium for this penny? Or cent, rather? Most circulated examples and extra fine to AU grades sell between $2,000 and $3,000. But values soar in higher grades, especially for red coins with clean surfaces. A PCGS MS64 red trades for around $15,000. In 2018, a MS65 red brought $114,000. Yet in the summer of 2025, a NGC MS66 RB brought in $19,200 at auction. Clearly, high-end collectors prefer red coins, but there are enough examples of the 1955 DDO in various grades to fly almost to fry almost every serious collector's budget, not fly. On the upper end, in January 16th, 2025, Heritage Auction sold a PCGS MS65 red old green label CSC approved for $90,000. Then came the new record just a month later on February 23rd. It was Great Collections sold a PCGS MS65 red with green CSC sticker for $320,625. So you'd have to be a super rich coin collector to even afford these. You'd have to have the money of Iron Man. Or Bruce Wayne. After 70 years, this coin is the most famous coin mistake America has ever made, and it's probably going to be that way for another 70 years.